All right, let's get straight into the entertainment news, guys. So, Kizz Daniel slams Vanguard 100 million naira lawsuit for malicious publication. Now, it looks like Kizz Daniel has kept his promise of going legal. The Nigerian singer, through his record label, Flyboy Inc., has served Vanguard newspapers a 100 million naira lawsuit over malicious publication. Last week, we brought you the news of Kizz Daniel blasting the newspaper for publishing a wrong story about him. Vanguard had reported that Kizz Daniel said celebrities had no right to attack embattled Koza pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo. An interview Kizz Daniel angrily denied ever granting. In a letter issued to Vanguard by Kizz Daniel's lawyers, the singer is now demanding a public apology and withdrawal of the publication, a written undertaking not to publish anything about him without confirmation, and the sum of 100 million naira to cover for reputational damage. Wow. Woo.
Yeah.
So, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, reputational damage, 100 million naira.
It's good that he did that, and it's good that he took it legal, because that makes him more serious than just an Instagram battle or post or whatever it is about. Because at the end of the day, this even happens to us as presenters, where you're doing your research, and a lot of times I'm reading up stuff about, you know, the guest.
The guest comes and says no.
Comes and I'm like, oh, I heard that you are, you know, something years old. And like, no, that's not true. So it's become more of a culture in journalism where you don't even check your facts if they're correct. And that's very bad.
There's something else they do where, you know, for instance, you can have a conversation while you're interviewing me, and I say, maybe I talk about something sensible. I'm talking about my project, and then just a side comment of, oh, no, I'd rather not do this way. That's going to be the headline. Like, and I'm like, what is wrong with people now, especially journalists nowadays? They're just all about, we want to sell the news, we want to make the money back. You don't care whose reputation you're putting on the line. So I feel like this will make most of them sit up and do the right thing.
This has happened to me so many times, and I'm particularly disappointed if it is what it is that Vanguard could do this. So Vanguard, interviewed me, was it Vanguard or what newspaper? So a while ago, and then they were asking me questions, and so they asked me jokingly, like, are you easy to maintain as a broadcaster? So I just went, if you have money. I was laughing. The next thing, people started calling me.
That was the headline.
So people started calling me. That was everywhere. It was on Ireland. It was on this, and then before I knew, I was looking at the comment section, and they were like, what does she think? All these girls with, and I'm like, oh, they don't even know I work my blankety black out to get money every time. You don't even know jack about me.
No, I actually feel like this will make most of these journalists sit up and do the right thing. So, you know, we'll just keep our fingers crossed. We'll follow through and see what happens at the end of the day.
Randomly search my name. So there was a time, it was my birthday, like some 3 or 4 years ago. I was wearing short hair. And then, somebody just wrote something about me. I think the next day we didn't have Intimate Splash. They had to use the studio for something. And so I just read about it, that the hangover from my birthday. And then the person went to take one old picture where I had another hair entirely.
Is that what didn't make you go to work or
what?
That is crazy. See, you have to always check your facts. Like, if you want to interview someone, check your facts. If you want to write a story on someone, check your facts. It's very, very important. All right, moving on to foreign news. A$AP Rocky reportedly being held in Swedish jail. Now, American rapper A$AP Rocky, who was arrested last week on suspicion of assaulting a man on the streets in Stockholm, Sweden, is reportedly being held under inhumane conditions in a Swedish jail. Now, according to reports, 2 young men accused the rapper of breaking a pair of their headphones, which led into an argument and later turned into a fight. Now, the 30-year-old rapper was later arrested and jailed pending an investigation into the case of assault. Let's take a look at a clip from the scene of the alleged flight. So according to inside sources, the facility that A$AP Rocky is being held in is not fit for human beings. Apparently, the water in the jail is not clean and the food is not edible, forcing the rapper to feed only on apples. Now, A$AP's arrest has sparked a movement amongst fans and Americans at large with the hashtag Justice for Rocky. Now, meanwhile, the rapper's friends and colleagues are tirelessly working to contact the proper authorities to ensure that his safe homecoming is made possible. So I've been following this story, and as you said in the first video, A$AP Rocky was saying these guys have been following me, and then in the second video you see where he started having a fight with these people. Now people are saying, why is he being detained? I mean, he hasn't been taken for trial, but he's already in prison for a week. he was supposed to be headlining a show. He has had to have about $1 million worth of loss because of the fact that he's in prison. And then some TMZ reports that the person he's with in jail is a severe mental patient who keeps hitting himself on the wall and throwing feces up and down.
Which is possible.
Which is, I mean, and then, but then here's the thing, the prison officials in Sweden are saying that this is not true, that their prison facilities have a desk, have this, you know, they're making it look like a hotel.
So is it that somebody somewhere or his people are actually making the situation look like it is very bad? And
so
this one's are saying that this
we are not sure, because there are conflicting reports where one side is saying he's having a horrible experience in jail. Even his people, his mob members, that's ASAP, are saying he's in solitary confinement, which is very different from what TMZ reported. Now the prison officials are saying this is not true about their prison condition, but whatever it is,
he's not even supposed to be in jail.
Yeah, he shouldn't be in jail.
That's number one. And I'm not to support violence or anything, but I think this is what's that thing you call it? Like provocation. Because
when you frustrate someone.
That video was really long. Like, bro, stop following us. Oh, sorry, he broke your episode. Okay, sorry, whatever it is. You know, he was trying to still calm these guys down, and you would have seen that these guys are we just want trouble. That was the vibe those two guys had. Like, we are here for trouble. And yeah, one thing led to the other. They got in a fight. But then he shouldn't be detained.
Exactly.
That's my problem.
Because
I don't care about
the
prison condition or whatnot, but he shouldn't even be detained right now.
I would have thought that is a developed country. I am disappointed.
Same here.
To say the least.
I mean, it's kind of dicey, because here's the thing, he should be detained, but he should have the rights. He should be able to speak up, because here's the thing, he went to the police himself. Now, if he hits another person, you have to report that this is what happened. So he went to the police station and said, I hit these people, but they were following me. This happened. I acted in self-defense. Now, where the thing is getting, you know, messed up is the fact that he has reported this incident, but you still detained him. But you're saying that he shouldn't, it was right for him to actually go to the police, or it was right for the police to arrest him, but they should have,
him is my problem.
They should have actually, you know, gotten their facts right about that.
Before detaining him. All right, next story, breakup letter from Tupac to Madonna set to be sold. Now, late American rapper Tupac Shakur, his infamous breakup letter written to Madonna while he was in prison, is set to be auctioned off according to a rule by the New York Supreme Court. Now, according to the court, the letter now belongs to the auction company and not the pop icon, despite her protest for the letter not to be sold. Tupac handwrote the 3-page letter from prison in 1995 when he was 24, and in the letter he ended the relationship with Madonna, who was 37 at the time. And in the letter he wrote, I must apologize to you because like you, I've said, I haven't been the right kind of friend I know I'm capable of being. Not because I'm evil or because you weren't worthy, but at the risk of sounding over dramatic, the effects of racism make it difficult for a young black man to popularly show affection to an older white woman. The memorabilia company estimates the letter will sell for up to $300,000. The minimum bid starts at $100,000. Now, the interesting thing about this stuff is, it was originally put up on auction in 2017, way back 2017, and Madonna, filed the case to court and, ordered for them to at least halt the sale for now.
Yeah.
And then they've been in and out of the whole situation. Last year, the case was thrown out of court, and she went ahead to appeal, and now it's been shot dead. And in 5 days, he just might be the owner of Shakur's letter to Madonna, breaking up with her. Like, it's just funny. I'm just like, okay.
I'm not feeling it.
Well, it's always very interesting to me that they auction stuff like this.
They auction our underwear.
No, they do it.
I mean, they're celebrities. Some of these people are not even celebrities anymore. They're icons. When you see like a Michael Jackson outfit, who wouldn't want to have that? But this is very personal. This is a private letter from Tupac to Madonna.
Now
and I
we
really
know everything inside it.
I feel like she had the right to keep her letter to herself because that was very private, and he was bearing out his feelings, and then somebody just going to buy it and hang it on their wall. I don't know.
I got this
really
letter,
like
and they auction underwear as well, and some other personal stuff. Like there was, she forgot the underwear at his house, and they found it there, and they're like, okay, so this is Madonna's underwear, like when she and Shakur Tupac were dating. So $50,000?
Going for $50,000.
Oh, no, I bid for $2,000. I'm like, come on, guys. Underwear that I forgot in my boyfriend's house, really?
Well,
so I know that for Madonna, I don't know what she thinks at this point, but I would say that, you know, for me, if I was in our shoes, I would have felt, you know, this person is even late, and this is a kind of memory you have about this person, you know, how we love handwritten letter or whatever form it came in and all that. You know, you just want to have it to yourself, and now everybody knows about it. Very, very, very sad situation.
It's funny how if you're Nigerian and you have like a couple of $1 million, you can own the letter. So imagine your underwear in my house in Nigeria, like, because I bought it.
Okay, now let's move on. R. Kelly arrested again. Now, a few weeks after R. Kelly pleaded not guilty to 11 sex-related charges, including charges which would carry a maximum 30-year prison term, the singer has been arrested again. This time, is being arrested on federal sex crime charges. The 52-year-old R&B singer was arrested this week by the New York Police Department detectives and Department of Homeland Security agents. A spokesman for the U.S. Attorney's Office said R. Kelly is facing a 13-count sex crime indictment, as well as charges related to child pornography and obstruction of justice. All right, so R. Kelly never gets out of trouble, like in and out, in and out.
And you know the annoying thing, with the fact that he has all of this, he still decided to sue his ex-wife. Like, you still have time to say you want to sue someone because the person...
okay. Like,
so you see,
let him keep trying.
Focus on this.
But I think that his time is up. I think his time is up, and this time around, I think this time around, people are actually going to the police, the law department, the legal department, actually going to closing on this, and hopefully justice will be served. So if he wants to be pulling on threads, as I said, and be suing his wife and suing people for defamation, he can try. It's okay. I mean, do you
think this guy is mentally stable?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, because people behave this way. We have to pay close attention to this dude. You know, maybe he's not just mental. See the interview they had with him the other day, how he came at the interviewer. I think this dude should be paid, I mean, attention should be paid to this guy.
Yeah. I mean, we can't ever tell. Manipulative, mentally ill, we don't know. Anyways, guys, it is time for our celebrity birthday shout-outs. Yes, guess whose birthday is today? Bill Cosby, #1 on our list. Happy birthday to Bill Cosby. I'm sure
Bill Cosby is in...
yeah, but it's his birthday today.
It's his birthday.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It's still his birthday.
Happy birthday still.
We can look at the good things that he
did. Yeah.
You know,
let's look away
part
from
of
all
our
that.
childhood, you know. So yeah, happy birthday to him. Now the second on our list is Michelle Rodriguez, and that's from Fast and Furious. And the third on our list is Rita Dominic. Yay! Happy birthday! And happy birthday to anyone out there whose birthday is today. Shout out to you, and you.
You are the real MVP.
Yeah, July babies are just interesting.
You guys rock. I know
we rock. I mean, there are a lot of people this July, like every day, you have someone celebrates the birthday. Even here on my birthday before, when I
sang for you, honey pot. Like we did like special rendition.
Thank you guys. You're far too kind. Now, you know what? When I assumed duty in this organization, I was the only one who was celebrating birthday on my day. Now, we now have a lot of people on that same day. I said, what happened?
They were giving birth to on that day. Like after they came here, then they decided to change their birthday date.
It's time for Tweetville, where we bring you all the fun and savagery from the world of social media. And perhaps these two ladies have been here too. All right, let's get started. All right, so this is from Chidera. Ooh, Tweetville. All right, we're back. Okay, this is from Chidera, and she wrote, LMFAO, Transformer don't blue. Tears. Then Leroy Morgan replied her and said, hustle, make Transformer no first you blue. Hey! That went hard.
Do you know I didn't see it coming?
Wow.
Like,
but even if you blow, Transformer will still blow. Blow or no blow.
At least you will blow before the Transformer decides to blow. So what it means is deeper than the surface. So by the time you blow, so if I'm living in Banana Island and I've blown in quotes, I don't care whether Transformer is blowing. You don't hear somebody living in Banana Island saying Transformer.
If you're living in this Lagos,
Banana Island.
Hey,
I still even saw a video.
You now visit your parents. And you not say,
because if I don't blow, my parents will be in wherever it is that they are.
They'll be in
Banana Island with you.
They'll be, you know, all those.
I saw this funny video on this blog here, where these two guys are popping champagne because they had 24 hours electricity. So people are like, by the time they are done sipping, these lights will go. Hustle. Hey. All right, moving on. Okay, now getting the highest score in the test, you cheated then. The teacher now says you are representing the school in a competition. Hey, no, I have to read this again.
During the exam.
Now you got the highest score in a test, but you cheated. Then your teacher now says you are representing the school in a competition.
You have to prove yourself, so you just say, you call in sick.
Cuckoo Kimi.
No, you just call in sick. They'll say what is happening. You say you have a serious ailment that cannot be, that you have to go to India. So.
This is it.
Oh Lord.
This is
As
it.
in really, you're in trouble.
Where do I
begin
to begin?
No, you just confess. There's nothing else. Somebody
that I cheated.
As in, what else do you want to do?
Wow.
No, you just, I've told you, you just lie.
That
and then
what?
One day they will catch you because you know when your lies are piling up. So you just say that you call in, you say that you have.
Also, I got a C5 in Yoruba. So you're not telling me they now told me to go for Yoruba competition and she lie. Then when I get there, what will I say?
But how did you even get the C5?
You will sing, oh well, sure.
No, it is in Japan and Iroko. She likes the Japan and Iroko. Every time she tells me the story of that in Japan and Iroko.
Because for like 1 month, we were studying that book. Alright, moving on to Monty. This one is from Master G. I says, I can't wait to get a girlfriend. Give her my bank card. Tell her to go swipe her dream house. I know my bank card will decline. But hey, at least I made her smile.
And the picture of this, like the meme is like...
As in, no.
Like,
I was
with
with you till you said it declined. Why? What kind of hustle is that?
But at least in the beginning, she smiled.
She's
because when you give it to her...
I don't like all these people. Nonsense people. Where did people meet these people?
But at least when you give a card...
And that thing is so embarrassing. Like when a guy is striking you, you now take you to the supermarket, you now pick everything. Inside the whole store, you now be time to pay. Like, sir, your card, insufficient funds.
Hey!
But guess what? I think it is good for some people because some people are greedy. They don't have shame.
True.
So you go, then they want to visit a guy. They even take their friends along, and then they'll just pick in everything.
Can be embarrassing.
You know those people that you want to buy maybe just one biscuit or one. But when you see that the guy is paying, you will pack detergent, you will pack soap,
and the guy will now tell you that I don't think I have
pack even the bed, everything. You will just buy the whole supermarket.
It's very bad. Don't do it. Be independent.
There too, they work with budget.
Can you imagine? All right, moving on to more. This one is from Kemi Olowo. And she says, one day I entered one of these and someone was already inside, lapping a live goat.
How about Sisi mi o de wole masu. See, let me explain this to people. Let me first of all explain this to people. Shall you see this motto? In Ibadan. They are so rude. They don't have indicator. So they'll bring out their hand and say, sorry, can't you see my hand? Their hand is their indicator. Hey, what's the name? What do they call this thing? It has one name.
The cap?
I saw one in Lekki on Sunday. I said, for this car to come from Ibadan to Lekki,
it must be very good. Now, you know what?
But why are they lapping a live goat?
That's how they carry it. Now,
that is Ibadan. Now, let me tell you about Ibadan because my secondary school was in Ibadan, but I was in the body now. So anytime I come out, I was always shocked. Now, all the rickety cars in all of Nigeria and in the whole world, they went to dump them in Ibadan. I don't know whether they have changed now. So
no, they've not changed.
I'm sorry to every Ibadan folk out there.
I am sorry.
They said, well, let's see me, Master. I will move for you. Like, it's a normal thing.
I know about that direction thing. Even if you don't speak Yoruba, you just, there's up, there's down, there's like this.
Hey, you
like
this. No, but when they bash you, that's when they now say that, so, more wrong.
Yes,
like,
now.
This, are you going to say that you did not see my hand when I was indicating? Like,
and they do it
is your hand
time.
supposed to be the indicator? Are you joking, bro?
Okay, thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you indeed for bringing this to us. And that is it on today's Tweets video.